Welcome, dear listener, to Jade Fox Tales, where ancient myths become the dreams into which you softly descend. I am most grateful for your company this evening and for the quiet moment you have chosen to spend here. Tonight, we journey to the ancient skies of China, where 10 radiant suns once rose together, filling the heavens with a light so brilliant that the earth below longed for relief. It is a tale of courage, of sacrifice, and of the quiet wisdom that reminds us that even the greatest powers must exist in harmony with the world around them. For in these old stories, balance is seldom found by chance, but to those willing to bear a burden for the sake of others. You need not follow each word too closely. Should your thoughts begin to wander, you may let them do so, and if sleep should find you before the tale has reached its end, you may welcome it without concern. The story will continue, whether heard or not. As the sun rises faithfully each morning, bringing warmth to the world in its own quiet time. Before we begin, let us allow the day to fall gently away. Take a slow breath in and let it go again unhurried. There is no need to guide the breath, only to notice its quiet rhythm. The world beyond this moment may wait. For now, there is nowhere you must be, and nothing that requires your attention. And so, in this quiet interval, we turn gently toward tonight's tale, a story of 10 sons and of a lone archer who sought to restore the balance of the heavens. And now, dear listener, let the body rest, let the mind grow still, and allow yourself to drift as the story begins. In a time long before the present age, when the lands of China were young, and rivers yet carved their first winding paths, there existed 10 radiant suns, each a mighty orb of fire that rose together in the sky. The heat was intolerable, crops withered, rivers shrank to mere trickles, and the people suffered under the unrelenting blaze, birds fell from the sky, and even the hardy trees of the mountains began to wither. Amidst the villagers, panic and despair took root. The elders spoke in hushed tones of ancient times, recalling tales of the celestial archer Hou Yi, a man of courage unmatched, whose skill with the bow was said to rival the heavens themselves. Hou Yi lived modestly in a quiet village at the foot of rolling hills, yet his heart was noble, and his eyes bore the calm focus of one accustomed to both the earth and the sky. When he heard of the 10 suns scorching the land, he felt both sorrow and duty stir within him. "I cannot remain idle," he whispered to himself as he prepared his bow, its polished wood gleaming in the morning sun. "The world suffers, and I must act, though the task is perilous." Hou Yi climbed the highest peak in the region, his steps steady and measured. The villagers below watched silently, offering prayers and blessings, knowing the journey would be fraught with danger. From the summit, the 10 suns burned fiercely in the sky, their brilliance blinding, their heat unbearable. Hou Yi took a deep breath, feeling the wind and the faint pulse of the earth beneath his feet. He nocked an arrow, drawing the string taut, and focused on the task that lay ahead, to bring balance and relief to a world on the brink of ruin. The first arrow flew with the swiftness of a falling star, striking the nearest sun. A flash of golden light lit the horizon, and the people below shielded their eyes. The heat softened slightly, but Hou Yi knew the struggle had only begun. Arrow after arrow, Hou Yi took careful aim. The sun, beings of divine essence, flared and shifted, as though resisting his mortal hand. Yet with each shot, the land beneath cooled, and the rivers began to swell once more. By noon, 5 of the 10 suns had been guided back to their rightful path across the heavens. Hou Yi's arms ached, his eyes stung with the brightness of divine fire, yet his heart remained steady. The remaining suns blazed with stubborn intensity, and a hush fell across the mountains as Hou Yi prepared his final approach. He whispered a silent prayer, not for glory, but for the people and the earth itself, trusting that his courage would meet the challenge. Hou Yi's final arrow struck true, and gradually the suns fell into harmony. Their blazing fire no longer threatened the land. Rivers sparkled once more, and crops revived under the warm but temperate sunlight. Birds sang as the heat eased, and the villagers wept softly, thankful for the hero who had braved the impossible. Hou Yi, standing atop the highest peak, gazed upon the restored world. His heart swelled with quiet satisfaction, yet remained humble, knowing that the balance of heaven and earth required constant care. The archer had not only saved the land, but had reminded all who watched that courage, patience, and skill, guided by wisdom and humility, could restore harmony even when the world seemed undone. Thus began the legend of Hou Yi, the archer who tamed the 10 sons, a tale of bravery, balance, and reverence for the world and its celestial forces. In the quiet aftermath of Hou Yi's first heroic deeds, the world began to breathe again. Rivers swelled, crops grew tall and green, and the villagers of the valley sang songs of gratitude to the heavens. Yet Hou Yi himself knew that the work was not complete. The 10 sons, while now in harmony, were beings of immense power, their tempers and whims as unpredictable as the currents of the sky. Hou Yi journeyed to a secluded grove, nestled between ancient pines whose needles whispered in the wind. Here he sought counsel from the venerable immortal Jade Elder who had long watched over the balance of heaven and earth. Hou Yi, the elder, began, his voice as soft as the rustling leaves. To guide the sons is to hold the balance of the heavens in your hands. Many have tried and failed, yet you have shown courage and steadiness. But beware, the path of a mortal, even a skilled archer, is fraught with trials unseen. Hou Yi bowed deeply, absorbing the wisdom. Tell me, Reverend One, how shall I maintain the balance, that the suns may shine but not scorch the earth? Jade's eldest eyes glimmered like dew upon the morning grass. Patience, discipline, and understanding He must learn to read the heavens as he would the land, notice their rhythm, respect their nature, and act only when guided by both heart and skill. Guided by the elders' counsel, Hou Yi ascended once more to the highest mountain, where the 10 suns now moved in measured arcs, their light warmed but no longer searing. Each orb was radiant yet aware, a living embodiment of fire and will. Hou Yi observed them carefully. He noticed subtle patterns in their motion. Some wandered too close to one another, while others lingered in arcs that cast shadows upon the valleys. The archer realized that harmony required not only his aim, but his careful attention, patience, and the wisdom to intervene at the precise moment. With gentle hands and a steady heart, Hou Yi knocked his arrows, and like before, when the action was immediate and desperate, this time each arrow was released with deliberation, a meditation of mind and spirit as much as an act of skill. As Hou Yi guided the suns into their proper paths, a sudden disturbance shook the heavens. The 9th sun, stubborn and proud, flared fiercely, resisting his influence. Its light blinded the peaks, and the heat wave rippled through the valleys. Hou Yi took a steady breath. He remembered the elders' words, patience and understanding above all. He did not rush, nor did he force the sun into submission. Instead, he adjusted his aim gently, observing the sun's motion, anticipating its natural rhythm. And then, in a single graceful motion, he released an arrow crafted from polished yew, tipped with a fragment of tempered jade. It struck true, not to harm, but to guide, and the sun yielded to the flow, falling back into a harmonious orbit. The valleys below sighed in relief, and Hou Yi felt a deep satisfaction. He realized that courage alone was insufficient. True mastery came from observation, patience, and a willingness to move in concert with the natural order. Meanwhile, the villagers observed Hou Yi's deeds with awe. They saw not merely the archer's skill, but his quiet humility, his devotion to the well-being of the world. The children whispered to one another, dreaming of heroism tempered by wisdom. while the elders nodded knowingly, understanding that courage was but a single virtue among many. Hou Yi descended from the mountain as the sun dipped low in the sky, his spirit calm, his mission far from complete, but his heart reassured. The people gathered to hear him speak, and he shared not tales of glory, but lessons of patience, observation, and respect for forces greater than oneself. That evening, Hou Yi rested by a quiet stream, its waters reflecting the fiery orbs as they traced their paths across the sky. He touched the hilt of his bow, feeling the warmth of the polished wood, and whispered a silent vow. To guide the suns is to guide balance itself. May I act with care, with courage tempered by wisdom, and may the earth flourish beneath their light. The stars began to appear, pale and steady above the fiery tan, and the air was filled with the soft symphony of crickets and distant waters. Hou Yi's heart was calm yet vigilant, knowing that the harmony he had helped restore must be continually nurtured. Thus the archer's trials continued, not merely in feats of strength, but in the quiet vigilance and measured wisdom required to sustain the delicate balance of heaven and earth. The sun rose in a gentle blaze over the mountains, its light softened by the morning mist that lingered like a silken veil. Hou Yi, ever vigilant, climbed once more to the highest peak, his bow slung carefully across his back. Though the 10 suns now moved in harmony, the balance of the heavens remained delicate, and the archer knew that even a minor misstep could have consequences for the world below. As Hou Yi approached the summit, a soft glow appeared amidst the clouds. From it emerged a host of celestial beings, their robes flowing like mist and stars sparkling upon their shoulders. Each spirit was unique, yet all radiated the quiet majesty of the heavens. Hou Yi spoke the eldest among them, its voice like distant thunder softened by distance. Your courage and patience have not gone unnoticed, yet the path to true harmony requires more than skill. It demands understanding, humility, and the heart to act without desire for reward. Hou Yi bowed deeply. I seek only the balance of the heavens and the welfare of the people below. Guide me that I may serve with wisdom. A soft murmur of approval passed among the celestial spirits, and one of them stepped forward, a figure radiant with the light of dawn, carrying a staff crowned with a miniature sun. "This is a lesson you must learn," said the figure gently. "The suns themselves are not enemies, but forces of nature, wild and untamed. To control them is not to dominate, but to guide them with respect for their essence." The spirits led Hou Yi to the edge of a cliff where the winds were fierce and the horizon seemed infinite. And there, the 10 suns circled with greater intensity than ever before, their brilliance casting long shadows across the valleys. Hou Yi observed carefully, noting the subtle differences in each sun's movement. Some moved too quickly, others too slowly, some too high, some too low. He realized that each required not only skill but understanding, a rhythm that he had to be felt rather than forced. He drew his bow, not in haste, but with deliberate precision. Each arrow was released with thought, aimed not to strike, but to nudge, to harmonize, to restore the natural order. The suns responded, adjusting their paths in perfect synchrony. As the hours passed, Hou Yi felt the weight of the heavens upon his shoulders, yet his spirit remained calm. The celestial beings watched silently, guiding only when necessary, allowing the archer to act with discernment. "You see now," said the radiant spirit, "that true mastery lies not in strength alone, but in understanding. Even the mightiest forces must be approached with patience, humility, and respect." Hou Yi nodded, his gaze steady. The people of the earth depended upon him, yet he understood that he was also a student of the heavens. The lesson was profound. Courage without wisdom could bring ruin, and wisdom tempered with courage could maintain the balance of worlds. By evening, the suns had settled fully into their paths, casting a warm, even light across the valleys and rivers. Hou Yi lowered his bow, feeling the gentle warmth upon his skin, the quiet relief of the earth beneath him. From above, the celestial spirits nodded in approval, their forms dissolving slowly into the twilight sky. Hou Yi could feel their quiet blessing, a reassurance that his actions had restored not only balance, but trust between heaven and earth. As he descended the mountain, the villagers greeted him with soft applause and murmurs of gratitude. Yet Hou Yi did not boast. Instead, he shared his lessons: patience, observation, humility, and understanding that the heavens and earth are intertwined, each action bearing consequences far beyond immediate sight. And that night, Hou Yi sat by the riverbank, watching the 10 suns retreat behind the horizon, their brilliance softened to the gentle glow of twilight. He held the polished jade arrow he had used in his final guidance, feeling its warmth as a reminder of his duty. The river mirrored the heavens above, calm and steady, reflecting the archer's face and the faint shimmer of stars. Hou Yi breathed deeply, his mind at ease, knowing that though his work was continuous, the balance had been restored. For now, he whispered quietly to the night, a promise to the heavens and the people alike, to act with skill and heart, to guide without pride, and to respect the forces beyond my control. These shall be my ways. The moon rose above the valleys, casting a serene silver glow upon the land. All was quiet, all was in harmony. Hou Yi closed his eyes, resting gently, his heart aligned with both earth and sky. The following morning dawned with a soft amber light spilling across the valleys. The villagers, awakened by the gentle warmth of the sun, no longer scorching the earth, moved with ease along the riverbanks and through the fields, their hearts lightened by relief and gratitude. Yet above them, Hou Yi climbed the familiar mountain path, his steps quiet, deliberate, and steady. Though the 10 suns now shone with measured brilliance, he knew that vigilance was required. Harmony, he understood, was not a momentary triumph, but a continuous dance requiring attention, care, and understanding. Upon reaching the summit, Hou Yi beheld the 10 suns in their ordered arcs. Though they were calm, each retained a spark of individuality, a fiery essence that could not be commanded, but only guided. A sudden wind swept across the mountain top, and with it came a voice, deep and resonant, like the rolling of distant thunder. You have done well, Hou Yi, yet the true test of mastery is not in a single act of courage, but in the enduring wisdom to maintain balance throughout your days. Hou Yi bowed, understanding that his final admonition was as much a gift as it was a challenge. He would never cease to watch, to guide with patience, and to act with humility. In the days that followed, Hou Yi's presence brought a subtle, almost imperceptible harmony to the land. Crops flourished in abundance, rivers sparkled under the temperate light, and the creature of the forest and fields moved with quiet freedom. The villagers, inspired by the archer's example, lived in harmony with the earth and sky, learning the virtues of patience, care, and measured action. Children would often sit at Hou Yi's feet, eyes wide with wonder, listening as he recounted not tales of glory, but of observation, humility, and the eternal dance between mortal endeavor and celestial forces. Hou Yi's name became a quiet legend, spoken with reverence in villages far and wide. Yet he did not seek fame. His satisfaction lay in the harmony restored, in the knowledge that the suns moved as they were meant to, and that the people and land flourished under their balanced light. On calm evenings, he would watch the horizon, 10 radiant orbs tracing their arcs in perfect measure, and he would whisper a silent vow: to guide without arrogance, to act with wisdom, and to honor the balance of heaven and earth, now and always. Even as the years passed, Hou Yi remained vigilant, not as a conqueror of the heavens, but as a humble guardian, a mortal aligned with forces greater than himself. The lessons he imparted, quiet yet profound, were carried on by the people, ensuring that the balance of the suns and the harmony of the world endured. When night fell, the villagers lay beneath the sky, soothed by the gentle warmth of a balanced sun, stars twinkling softly above. Hou Yi, resting on a familiar mountaintop, felt a serene contentment. His heart was aligned with earth and sky, and the quiet of the world mirrored the calm within him. He understood that true heroism was not merely in the great deeds, but in the patience to observe, the wisdom to act, and the humility to serve. And in that understanding, the legend of Hou Yi endured, not in grand monuments of tales of conquests, but in the harmony he had brought to both heaven and earth.